I'm going to start with you, Austin. It's been a very long time I saw you. Austin, what's your take on the performance of Toby Amushon and Issy Brume at the just concluded World Athletics Championship? What's your take?
For Toby and Ashley, it was phenomenal. But with Toby, we saw it coming. I was with her at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Right after the semi, when she missed out of the final, she was so gutted. I was trying to talk to her and say, it's okay that she's coming. One thing I like about Toby Amusha is that she has always put whatever she wanted about her career into it. Take, for instance, when she went to Oregon. She went to the Adidas Hospitality World and went under what Chanel wrote and she said, incoming world champion. She had to inspire herself. She looked at it like, I've broken the African record. I've won everything I can think of nationally. I just need some international recognition. She was coming from Diamond League where she did so well. So she needed to impress. From the heat Ladi, she broke the African record. From the semis, she gave us 12.12, a new world record. And then in the final, because I'm probably Nigerian, I don't care what the wind did. For me, it was a 12.06. She went on to do more. So it was a fantastic performance for Toby. I had her last night on my show. She was in Ruth Birmingham for Oregon. I said, look, for her, that competition is done. She wants to come to the Commonwealth Games and do something new. Don't be shocked with the level of optimism and inspiration that she has for herself. She might just come to Birmingham and give us something new to talk about.
Yeah, Ladi, you haven't heard what
Now, what you
Austin.
know about Nigerian athletics? You want me to?
Ladi, no, I just want to buttress what Austin just said. I haven't listened to what Austin just said. It's only normal that everybody will wax lyrical about what Toby Amosha and what Esibrumi did at the just concluded World Athletics Championship. But let's not take it away that consistency pays. This girl has been consistent over the past few years. It didn't happen overnight. She trained for this. She worked hard for this. She deprived herself of many things to get to where she is today. As far back as 2015, 2016, this girl said, someday, sometime, people are going to remember me. I'm going to take my opportunity and I'm going to be a world champion. Today, she's a world champion. She's a world record holder. But that's not what I really want to talk about. I also want to say congratulations to Ese Brome, but I want to talk about a tweet that went viral that most people took offense to. And, they say you can't battle Nigerians over the social media. It's what Michael Johnson said as regards her breaking the record. And I'm saying to myself that it's not about racism. It's if it were to be an American who broke that record, I'm very sure MJ wouldn't have said what he said. But it was a Nigerian, and you said, it really wasn't nice. Even our fellow competitors, can you imagine? People she ran against commended her. They saw it coming that no, the form this girl is in, it was obvious she was going to break that record. She smashed the record in the semifinals, and she smashed our own record in the finals. And then some people make excuses about the timing being faulty, about wind conditions, and all whatnot. That's blah blah blah. The point is, right now as we speak, she's the current world record holder and she's the world champion. That people should remember. A Nigerian did that, Toby Amotion. But let's go back home. What three of us know, without flogging a dead horse. It's sad that our people, the powers that be, do not support these athletes. Now, between you and I, do you know Toby Amotion is on the lips of everybody in Nigeria as we speak, including the powers that be. They weren't talking about Toby Amotion before the World Championships. Do
That's
you know
right.
what those athletes went through when they got to America? Do you know how they survived? Do you know how they cater? Austin, you know this thing. Ladi, you know this thing. We know how these athletes cater for themselves. It's sad. And all of a sudden, she's a world champion. Everybody's saying, Omo Mini, Aburo Mini, Eyowani. No, 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 no. But I like the fact that she represented Nigeria. She put our face, our name on the map of the world once again. Proud to be Nigerian all day, every day.
Now, for me, nobody can take the shine of that sporting immortality she attained or over the weekend. No matter what MJ says, nobody can take that away from her. Because now you guys saying, oh, she did 12.12 seconds in the semifinals. She got to the final. She did 12.06 seconds. No, wind assisted, wind aided. Okay, what is the time she ran? Tell us the time. They are here to tell us the time. They should tell us the time. If it's not 12.06 seconds, then what is the time? You know what I mean? But they are here to tell us the time.
They said it was 12.06, but because we exceeded the wind assistance, the legal timing to break a world record. But I think officially they agreed to 12.06, but it doesn't just stand as a world record. But because we love what Toby has done, we don't care. She still has a world record, even if they want to leave it at 12.12. That's still, fair enough. She has smashed it. She has shown the world that it's a long time coming for her. No, this girl is a testament of what it means to trust the process, work hard, and believe in yourself. She has always been finishing fourth. She doesn't finish fourth, she will come, they will get to the semis and it will work for her. Look at how close she was at the Tokyo Olympics. And then she lost out. Despite the fact that she would give a brilliant performance down to the final. So this is truly a mission moment. Nobody can take it. I just hope that she comes to the Commonwealth Games, stay focused, because she's in the form of a live Ladi. She ran that African record 30 minutes later, broke her own record in the heat.
That's right.
She was on fire. She came to the World Championship. She was already on fire at the Diamond League. So coming to the Commonwealth Games, nobody should just leave her, at this point, don't touch her, don't distract her. She might just give them something to talk about it. I'm super confident.
Austin, talking about the Commonwealth Games, I have this feeling that Toby might still lower that world record. How do I mean? How can she attain this? How is this possible? She needs to take off. Her takeoff is not strong enough. It's not fast enough. She struggles to take off from the block. If she can take off explosively from the block like a Ben Johnson, hey, she's going to lower that time. What do you think about that?
Austin, do you want to go? You want me to go?
I think you should.
Dele, go ahead.
All right. Now, if you've ever taken part in sprint events before, you'd understand that you have on and off days. You can't be 100% every day, all the time. It's not possible. There are days that everything just falls into place. Now, your takeoff is important. Your glide is important. The way you take on the hurdles is important. The number of steps you take before you get to each hurdle is important. Everything is timing. Everything is precision. So on a good day, yes, she can beat that record. On a bad day, maybe she'll meet that record, or she'll just run a little beyond that. But my brother, it's not easy to repeat perfection. It's very hard. It's very tough. That's why someone like legendary MJ can doubt what she did, because it was an almost perfect race. You hardly see people do that. Go and watch the best of the best. It was an almost perfect race. But like you said, she doesn't start so well. But midway into the race, she takes off. She does everything right. It's just like the legendary Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt never starts so well. People take off before Usain Bolt, but hey, he meets up and goes past them easily. Different strides for different people. That's how it is basically. But hey, like it's something we'll be proud of if she can break her own record. But my brother, let's not push it too far. 12:06 is a big one, very big one. I don't think anybody can break that anytime soon.
Yeah, but for me, you see, Nigerians should be really proud of what Toby has achieved right now. Not just Nigerians, the whole of Africa should be proud of what she's been able to achieve, because apart from the what's it called, Eastern Africans, who are very dominant in long distance races, who we know that we always compete at this level. They will always compete with the best, and in fact, they are the best when you talk about this level. We've never seen a West African nation go all the way in a sprint final, to nick the world title. It's not something that happens all the time. Now, what kind of support, what kind of encouragement do you think Toby deserves right now alongside Ese Brume? Because she should be celebrated. I think she should be celebrated.
It goes beyond even celebrating them. This should be used as a springboard for the development of athletics in Nigeria. This should be used as motivation to get more young girls into athletics in Nigeria, because this is a beautiful story. And because of Toby Amushan's performance, we're not glorifying Eshe Brume the way we should. 2019, Eshe Brume won bronze at World Championship. 2020, podium at the Tokyo
That's
Olympics.
right.
Now she's on the podium. Silver. Don't forget, she was so close. She was leading that long jump final until Mihambo. Don't know what was into that German long jumper. Mihambo just came from nowhere and stole that gold. And guess what? The good thing about this is, it's a Brume and Toby, they started almost the same time. I've been covering those girls since 2012. And they've got so much love for themselves. They motivate themselves, they inspire themselves, they are friends. So I'm saying that the AFN, the Athletic Federation of Nigeria, when good things happen, you need to find a way to make it better. What are the things, Ladi, remember back in the day in Nigeria, what school sports was? It was all about athletics. Back in the day, we were respected with the relay, we were respected with the sprints. What is happening? Even lately, we don't even have the men make it to the final. We're talking just women, women, women. And for Toby, why the world needs to respect what she's doing? Because hurdles is not our thing in Africa. How many African hurdlers do we know about? You know, and she's come now, she's got everybody talking, she's the world record holder. So for a country as Nigeria that is blessed with human capital, that is blessed with talented people, find a way to get into this Toby emotions performance and make sure that you make it sustain the momentum.
Guys, let me remind you in
Let
case
me
you
something.
guys have forgotten. Let me remind you guys in case you've forgotten. When Francis Obikwelu and Gloria Alozie left Nigeria and nationalized, they were one of the best in their various events in the
That's
world.
right. That's
Do you
right.
know why they left? Because there was no motivation from the Nigerian governments.
That's right.
They forgot about them. You see Nigerians run for Qatar, run for Bahrain, run for Ireland, run for Canada, you name it, they are all over. Nigerians are everywhere. Why? Because our government refused to tap into their talents. Motivation goes beyond money, my brother. Money isn't everything. I read something of recent that the Delta State government and Amaju Pinnick have been instrumental to Esebrume's career. Well, they can say whatever it is you're saying, but my brother, it goes beyond those stipends you give them. These athletes need more than that. Do you know? Usain Bolt was nurtured from secondary school level. That boy was built. That boy was built by the Jamaican government from that level. That is what they do. That is what they do. We don't do that. We forget our talents, and then when they attain stardom, we now remember they are our own Omowani. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. Everybody wants to identify with success. But my brother, if you're not part of the story, forget about it. Esebrume and several other people that we can mention. My brother, athletes are falling along the line because we did not support them when they needed us. That's the problem. The British government, my brother, were here now. We see the way they treat their own. They treat them like gold. Like gold. Nutrition, diet, you name it. Training,
We, we,
everything.
we know what the lottery fund is doing for athletes in UK here, but
Come
I don't know
on.
why we can't implement such back home because apart from Nigeria itself,